Yo, Katgarr, guess what I just did?
What'd you do, man?
I just had some crazy sex. It was so good that I started walking like a crab.
That doesn't even make sense. Who would even say something like that?
I've been there all night. I've been there all day. And oh, you got me walking side to side.
First of all, why is Ariana Grande walking side to side?
Because she had crazy sex, and her man fucked her so good that she walks like a crab.
She can't walk straight anymore because the sex is so good.
So therefore, she has to walk like in a zigzag pattern.
Ah, yes. That makes perfect sense. No, it doesn't. That's fucking stupid.
I'm talking to you. See you standing over there with your body.
She's just like, hey, you're really hot. You just stand over there with your body.
I feel like she could compliment a specific thing about his body, but if she were to do that, then the song would be less generic and therefore less poppy. And they have to make the song as generic as possible so that anybody can just plop themselves into Ariana Grande's position. Be like, oh yeah, I know guys who have bodies.
Very uncommon trait,
I'm coming at you, 'cause I know you got a bad reputation.
Look, she's coming at ya. She's ejaculating in your general direction because he has a bad reputation. See, that's what gets Ariana Grande off. If you're like, oh man, I went to a theme park and I stole a hot dog. And immediately make Ariana Grande emit various liquids from her body in your general direction.
She goes after this guy. We don't know what he looks like. We don't know what he did, but he's got a bad reputation.
And a body.
So she's like, man, I gotta have this guy. He's got a body. He's got a bad reputation. I don't know what he did. Or if I do, I'm not gonna tell you.
So it can be as generic as possible.
Yeah, I mean, he could have littered, and people are like, oh, you made that Native American cry in the 80s.
These friends keep talking way too much. Say I should give you up.
Pre-chorus may allude to a relationship with her backup dancer, Ricky Alvarez. In 2015, Grande and Alvarez were seen kissing and licking unsold donuts. Now we know that her friend's like, hey, you shouldn't be dating Ricky Alvarez. He's got a bad reputation. He licks donuts.
She does it too.
Allegedly.
So we were right. It could be literally anything that gives you a bad reputation. Like, oh man, that bad guy, he licks donuts.
He's a bad influence on Ariana.
And she's like, oh man, I hate my friends. They talk.
Can't hear them, no, 'cause I...
But wait, she can't even hear them because she's been here all night, been here all day. She's not even there. Like where her friends are, talking.
No. Okay, I think maybe she's at Ricky Alvarez's house having sex all night and all day, and her friends are out of the window just screaming, he's a bad influence on you, Ariana! You gotta stop!
Also, maybe you should close your blinds every once in a while.
Do you have any more of those donuts?
Been trying to hide it. Baby, what's it gonna hurt if they don't know?
So now she's trying to hide it. But she's doing a terrible job of hiding it because all her friends are telling her, hey, maybe you shouldn't, be dating this guy who licks donuts.
Making everybody think that we solo. Just as long as you know you got me.
Oh, so this line adds another layer, making everybody think that we solo. But if they not solo, maybe what she's been trying to hide is that she's having a menage a trois with Nicki Minaj. That's what's going on.
I think she's trying to say, that we can pretend that we're not together and keep it on the low, so low. But we can do that as long as you know that I'm still with you.
Right. And Nicki Minaj is over here. We're just going to have twosome. It's going to be nice.
Guess tonight I'm making deals with the devil. And I know it's gonna get
So we know he's got a bad reputation, and we can only guess, licking donuts, whatever. But if she has to make deals with the devil, that's a bit more bad reputation than licking donuts.
It's gonna get her in trouble, probably because she's selling her soul to the devil to have sex with this guy? Question mark. Maybe he's the devil, and she's making deals with him so that she can have sex with him.
I guess you couldn't call this a match made in heaven.
Just as long as you know you got me. She's like, it's okay, we're gonna have sex with you and me and Nicki Minaj, but you still got me, you and me, baby. We're gonna lick donuts together. It's gonna be great.
I'm sure he doesn't actually care because he's got a bad reputation.
But that doesn't mean he doesn't care about her. Maybe he also makes deals with the devil so that he can keep her. Maybe they just sacrifice cats together. Aww, the lovely couple, Ariana Grande and Mr. Lucifer.
It's the new style with the fresh type of flow.
Before we get to the next line, this line offends me because the new style is reggae. Fucking shit's been around since the 60s. Yeah, reggae's had a revival in the past few years or whatever. But that doesn't mean it's a new style. Don't give me this shit, fucking Nicki Minaj. You're a musician, or allegedly. You should know about this stuff. Don't give me this fresh type of flow nonsense.
Wrist icicle, ride deck bicycle.
This line gets dumber every time you hear it.
She has jewelry, fancy jewelry on her arm. And so, because of that, dick bicycle.
She has to ride a guy like a bicycle. When you get on your bicycle and you do this, that's my favorite bicycle position. Now, I haven't ridden too many dicks. I've ridden my fair share of bicycles, but not dicks. But I would imagine that they wouldn't be ridden in the same manner.
I somehow doubt that they are.
Just a hypothesis here.
Come true, yo. Get you this type of blow. If you want a Minaj, I got a tricycle.
So there are several ways this could be interpreted.
The first way is the clever way that I think that Nicki Minaj is trying to go for, is that she wants to have a menage a trois, with Ariana Grande and this bad boy, that was alluded to earlier. But it has to rhyme with bicycle, so she just throws tricycle in there, and it doesn't make any sense anymore.
Or she's saying, hey, if you want to have a three-way, I got a tricycle.
Hey, baby. You, me, this tricycle. Let's go. One wheel for each hole somehow.
There's also the third way where she's saying Minaj, as in Nicki Minaj. It's like, hey, if you want me, I got a tricycle. And it fits with the previous rhyme of having things that aren't related in any way.
So if and only if you want to have sex with Nicki Minaj, she has a tricycle. She's like, hey, do you want to have sex with me? He's like, I guess, yeah, sure. She's like, tricycle.
Schrodinger's bad pun.
Body smoking, so they call me Young Nicki Chimney.
Whenever I hear people referring to somebody as a chimney, that means they smoke a lot. Like that. Look at that guy. He smokes like a chimney. They're not saying he's hot. They're saying he's probably going to die of lung cancer.
Rappers and they feelings cause they feeling me. I give zero fucks and I got zero chillin' me.
Rappers are, they're supposed to be hardcore gangsta thugs, and they're not supposed to care about those hoes that they're having sex with. But they start feeling things when they're feeling Nicki Minaj.
Is she like the giver? Like all they have to do is touch her, and then they suddenly have these visions of things from the past?
She's the giver of something.
But she gives zero fucks, so she can't be the giver of that.
kissing me. Cop the blue box that say Tiffany.
Nicki Minaj, how is this related to the theme of the song at all?
She's a rapper, and she has to brag about herself, about how she steals people's jewelry.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, Nicki Minaj doesn't realize, like, this is not a rap song. Like, I know you're rapping, but you're just a guest artist. Like, you're not supposed to be talking about how great you are. You're supposed to be, like, talking about the theme of the song. And the theme of the song is, man, this bad boy give me sex so good I can't walk straight. Why are you stealing stuff?
Maybe it's another thing where the two parts aren't related. So the rappers are kissing her, and in an unrelated note, she's stealing Tiffany jewelry just straight out of the store.
I guess that makes her way more of a bad boy than Mr. Donut Liquor.
Gun pop, and I make my gun pop. I'm the queen of rap, young Ariana Run pop.
She puts the inflection on gum, and it sounds where it's like, oh yeah, I shoot guns, but watch me pop this gum.
Whoa! Whoa! We got a real badass over here. This line doesn't even make sense. Like, she should be talking about... Like, the emphasis should be on how she shoots her gun. And that makes her a bad boy or whatever.
And then it would rhyme. Gun pop, run pop.
Yeah! There's so... Like, we thought of a better version of this line in, like, the 3 seconds after we heard it.
And then say, you know, young Ariana Run pop. And that's not even true at all. At least Nicki Minaj is the only female rapper in existence, basically. Ariana Grande is not even close to running pop. It's supposed to be, you know, like, I'm the queen of rap, probably not as young Adele run pop.
I mean, and the line is supposed to be, like, playing up how good they are. Also, it probably would have been, you know, flow a little bit less well and not quite have been good if she was like, I'm the queen of rap, and Ariana had some good #1 hit singles, but she isn't a really big contender. But, I mean, it's hard to struggle in this world as a pop artist.
Keep talking way too much. Kiss the Tiffany, cause these bitches make chill curry.